So here we have all the WWE action figures that we will be displaying in today's setup. So without further ado, we will now be displaying the action figures. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the video here on Rain Reviews. And for today's video, I am bringing you guys back with another WWE action figure setup video. I have been reading the comments and a lot of you guys have been stating how you guys love these types of videos. So I am going to continue to do more of these videos. But before we get started with the video, I did want to announce to you guys that today is actually October 23rd. Some of you guys may know what I mean by that. Some of you guys may not. But to those of you guys who do not know, today is actually the WrestleMania 41 pre-sale day, and your boy is actually going to be going to WrestleMania 41. For those of you guys who are going to be going, comment down below if you are, and if you do see me at WrestleMania 41, come say hi. I'll say what's up to you, and I hope to see a lot of you guys at WrestleMania Access. That way we can check out the action figures together. For those of you guys who have not seen my previous WWE action figure setup videos, how this works is I pretty much pick like around 14 figures from my shelf. So I'm going to be picking out a few figures from my shelf, and I will be displaying them in my arena. And at the end of the video, you guys can comment down below what was your favorite setup. So without further ado, let's pick out some of the action figures. Before we pick out the action figures, do not forget that on my top shelf I have all of my Ultimate Edition figures. On my second shelf I have all of my favorite wrestlers. On my third shelf I just have a bunch of duplicates and a bunch of random figures. And then at the bottom I just have a bunch of old figures or just like some Legends figures that I bought. And then right here at the very bottom I just have all of my men on card figures. So now it is time to actually pick out the action figures. Alright guys, to start off with the top shelf, I feel like we just have to pick the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes in every video. Mainly because you could do a lot of poses with him and you could also partner him up with a lot of wrestlers. And I think for the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, I'm going to put him against the bootleg tribal chief Solo Sikoa, since they had a steel cage match like about a month ago on SmackDown. And who should we do next? I feel like we have to involve Kevin Owens in some way since he's currently beefing with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. So I'm definitely going to grab Kevin Owens for this one. And you know what? Why not? I'll make him face Randy Orton for this video. So Randy Orton is all the way back here. I'm hoping I don't drop any of my figures like always. I need to try to reach for him all the way back here. I was about to say I need to set down the camera because Jey USO was about to fall, but I was able to manage to get Randy Orton without any of my figures falling. So we're going to put Randy Orton against Kevin Owens. For the next two figures, I think I'm going to make a hardcore match. So when you think of a hardcore wrestler, who do you think about? I think we all know who we're talking about here. We're talking about the one and only Mankind. So I definitely need to grab this Mankind Ultimate Edition figure. And I'm going to actually set him up against the one and only Sandman, because a lot of you guys requested for me to make him be in the action figure setup video. So I'm definitely going to choose Sandman for this match. So we're going to make Mankind go against Sandman. You know what, guys? For the next match, I think we'll do a classic match. We're going to be doing John Cena versus Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Since they did have a match at WrestleMania twice, I think this would be a fire setup, so I'm definitely going to pick them. So we are currently at 4 duos, so I still need to pick 3 more. For the next duo, we definitely have to do CM Punk. And we're going to probably partner up CM Punk again with Drew McIntyre, just because I feel like Drew McIntyre is not done with CM Punk. We're going to grab Drew McIntyre back here, and we're going to place him against CM Punk. Alright guys, so we need to pick out 2 more duos, so who should we pick for the next one? Who should we pick? I kind of want to go with an OG figure. I think I'll do a duo for a dream match that I would really like to see. I don't know about you guys, but I'm a big fan of Evan Bourne, so I think I'm going to grab Evan Bourne for this one. So we're going to place Evan Bourne right here, and I think I'm going to set him up against Seth Rollins just because I feel like that match would be sick. I feel like we definitely need to pick Jey USO again just because he's one of the top wrestlers right now. So I'm definitely going to pick Jey USO, and I just need to pick out who he's going to fight. I think we'll go back to last year, and we're going to make him fight the OTC, the Real Tribal Chief, Roman Reigns. So here we have all the WWE action figures that we will be displaying in today's setup. So without further ado, we will now be displaying the action figures. Alright everybody, so here we have all the action figures displayed. This is by far the longest it's taking me to set up the action figures, mainly because of that Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa, because they kept falling over. But for this action figure setup video, you guys already know I had to bring out the steel cage because I haven't done that in any of the previous videos. But I will say this is probably by far my favorite setup that I've done so far. But now let's see what each and every single one of these figures is doing. To start off, we're going to start off with Drew McIntyre versus the best in the world, CM Punk. So here we have CM Punk on the stretcher, and Drew McIntyre is about to throw him down the entrance ramp. The CM Punk is the Build-A-Figure Ricardo Rodriguez figure that came out like almost 10 years ago, I think. I'm not sure what wave that Drew McIntyre is from. I think it might be from like Elite 84, Elite 83, around there. These two had an amazing match at Bad Blood. It is honestly one of my favorite matches of all time. But currently both Drew McIntyre and CM Punk are gone, and I'm not sure what the future holds for them. I'm pretty sure CM Punk's probably going to win the title eventually. As for Drew, I'm not sure what they're going to do with him. I do feel like he deserves a big push because he's been carrying the company for quite a while now. Maybe he'll be the one that takes the title away from Gunther. I'm not sure if that would actually happen, but that would be pretty cool to see. But just for the sake of seeing how this would actually look in action, let's make Drew McIntyre push CM Punk down the ramp. So here we go. Damn, straight down the ramp. Alright guys, I had to put him back into place, that way the setup looks nice. But other than that, that was Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk. And now moving forward, we are now heading over to the steel cage itself. We're going to be starting off with Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. So here we have Randy Orton RKOing Kevin Owens through a table. This is an Ultimate Edition Randy Orton, and I'm not sure what wave that Kevin Owens is from, but it is an elite figure. The reason why I put these guys together is because they are currently beefing. Kevin Owens just beat up Randy Orton in the parking lot like 2 weeks ago on SmackDown. A week after Kevin Owens had just jumped Cody Rhodes after Bad Blood. I have a theory that both of these two guys might be actually working together against Cody Rhodes. I feel like Randy Orton will eventually turn on Cody Rhodes and try to take the Undisputed Champion from him. That wouldn't actually surprise me at all, because that would probably set Randy Orton versus John Cena at WrestleMania 41 for the Undisputed title, which I wouldn't complain about that match at all, because I would actually want to see that. But let me know in the comment section down below, what do you guys think about that? Do you guys think Randy and Kevin are actually working together, or do you guys think they're actually enemies? But other than that, that was Randy Orton putting Kevin Owens through a table. And now moving over here to the right, we have Jey Uso about to hit the Uso splash on the OTC Roman Reigns. This is an Ultimate Edition Roman Reigns, and this is also an Ultimate Edition Jey Uso. And this referee is the one that you could build with the Build-A-Figure SummerSlam wave. They were actually wearing both of these two attires when they had a match at SummerSlam last year. Alright guys, I am very disappointed that they actually took the title away from Jey Uso. I actually wanted to see him have a pretty decent run with the Intercontinental Championship. I understand that they wanted Jey Uso to help the OG Bloodline defeat the new bootleg Bloodline at War Games, but I feel like they should have had Jey Uso do the solo run, or actually they shouldn't have even took the title away from him. There was no need for that. But yet again, that was a good reason for Jey Uso to rejoin back the OG Bloodline, since he didn't want to in the first place. So I'm hoping that Jey Uso gets to win the singles title again eventually. And as for the Tribal Chief, the OTC Roman Reigns, I'm not sure what they're gonna do with him. A lot of people have been speculating that next year at WrestleMania 41 he's gonna have a triple threat match against Cody Rhodes and The Rock. In my opinion, I would rather see him face The Rock in the one-on-one, just because I feel like that's a dream match that a lot of people want to see. But for right now, I'm very excited to see what they do at War Games. So we'll just have to see in the next few weeks who they recruit for War Games. But other than that, that was Jey Uso about to hit the OTC, the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, with the Uso splash. And moving forward, we have the GOAT, the one and only John Cena, facing off against the final boss, The Rock. How cool would this actually be, guys, if John Cena and The Rock had a steel cage match? That would probably do a lot of numbers pay-per-view wise, and that would actually be a match that I would enjoy watching. Both of these two figures are Ultimate Edition figures. This is the one that just came out in Series 21. I think so. I'm not even sure what Ultimate Edition wave we're on right now, but this is one of the most recent ones that just came out. And this is a very old Ultimate Edition The Rock that I was able to buy on Whatnot for only $15 brand new, so that was a steal. I can't wait to see John Cena next year at WrestleMania 41. I'm not sure what they're going to do with him, and I am really looking forward to his farewell tour next year. As for The Rock, I feel like he has a lot of things that he's going to do next year. A lot of you guys know that he just returned at Bad Blood when was Bad Blood? I think it was like about 3 weeks ago almost. Yeah, it was like the first week of October, so it's been quite a while now. As you guys saw before he left, he did do the 1, 2, 3. A lot of people have been speculating that that means he's going to do a triple threat match with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, which I hope not, because I would not want to watch that. I'd rather him face Roman Reigns, just both of them one-on-one. But I highly doubt the 1, 2, 3 actually meant that. I think he was just cueing his music to play. But I'm very curious to see what they do with The Rock next year at WrestleMania 41. I'm really hoping that he does face Roman Reigns, because that would sell numbers as well. And I think overall next year's WrestleMania is going to be unforgettable. I think it's going to be one of the best WrestleManias by far. But I am really looking forward to seeing what they do with The Rock next year. But overall, guys, that was John Cena facing off with the final boss, The Rock. And moving on to the next setup, we got a few old figures. We have the one and only Evan Bourne about to jump on top of Seth Rollins through a table. Alright guys, comment down below if you actually remember Evan Bourne when he was in the WWE. He was always one of my favorite wrestlers because of his attires and his high-flying moves. And this is actually my only Evan Bourne figure that I have. I really want to get that Elite 6 Evan Bourne, but I have not been able to find it for a good price. But luckily, at least I have this Evan Bourne. This figure is from like very early on. I think it's probably from like Elite 10 to Elite 20, around somewhere in that gap. And this Seth Rollins down here is the Elite 109 Seth Rollins, so it's pretty new too. So here we have Evan Bourne about to do the Airborne against Seth Rollins through a table. It would be very cool to see Evan Bourne return to the WWE one day. I highly doubt that would ever happen, but I would really like to see that. And as for Seth Rollins, I'm not really sure what they're going to do with him after he faces Bronson Reed. I do think Seth Rollins is going to take the win at Crown Jewel versus Bronson Reed, just because I feel like they have to build up Seth Rollins more. And I do feel like Seth Rollins is eventually going to face CM Punk too, because they have unfinished business. And when both Drew and CM Punk come back, I'm really hoping that they have a triple threat match with Seth Rollins included. That would sell numbers too, and that would feed families. But now we're going to make Evan Bourne do the Airborne against Seth Rollins through the table. Here we go, guys, in 3, 2, 1. and it did not break. But other than that, that was Evan Bourne about to put Seth Rollins through a table. And now moving on to the next setup, we have a hardcore setup over here. So I know a lot of you guys requested for me to add Sandman to my next setup video, and I'm not sure if this is what you guys wanted, for him to get put through a table. But here we have Mankind about to put Sandman through a table. This is an Ultimate Edition Mankind, and this is the new Elite 111 Sandman, which I was luckily able to find him. This is not the Chase Sandman though. The Chase Sandman, I still have him in the package. I'm not sure if I want to open it. I might not. You guys let me know in the comment section down below if I should. Both of these two guys are legends. I was lucky enough to actually be able to meet Mankind, well, Mick Foley, but I was actually able to meet him in the summer. No, August. Yeah, August. I was actually able to meet him at GalaxyCon, which was very sick. I do have a whole video about that on my channel if you guys haven't checked it out. I don't have much to say about these guys since they both are retired, so I can't really say anything about their future. But other than that, that was Mankind about to jump off the ladder to hit Sandman through the table. And last but not least, I actually saved the best for last in my opinion. Here we have Cody Rhodes about to hit the Crossroads on Solo Sikoa off the steel cage. So this setup took me forever. This setup took me like 20 minutes to set up because they kept falling over. I barely had them standing. This Solo Sikoa is pretty much levitating in the air if you guys can't really tell. His toes are barely on the steel cage, and this Cody Rhodes is standing on the steel ladder. So this is an Ultimate Edition Cody Rhodes, and this is a top pick Solo Sikoa. But man, we have a lot to talk about these two guys. So Cody's feud with the Bloodline has been going on for forever now. A lot of people have been saying that it's getting boring. In my opinion, I feel like it kind of is a little bit, but I'm still pretty much enjoying the whole feud. Every week it always ends up with a brawl, with a sneak attack or something like that, but I'm very excited to see what they do at War Games. I feel like it's gonna be very good. I feel like Cody Rhodes will team up with the OG Bloodline, that way they destroy the bootleg Bloodline for good. And hopefully at Crown Jewel, Cody Rhodes does beat Gunther, because right now Cody Rhodes has a lot of enemies. He has the bootleg Bloodline, he has Kevin Owens, so he pretty much has a lot to worry about. And you guys already know how I feel about Gunther. I do not want Gunther to win because I do not like him. As for Solo Sikoa, he's been getting pretty good at the mic. I remember at first I did not like when he used to talk on the mic, but now he's pretty funny in my opinion. The reason why I think he's funny is because of the trash talk that he usually does. But overall, that was Cody Rhodes about to hit Solo Sikoa with the Crossroads from the steel cage. But there we have it, guys. This was today's WWE action figure setup. But overall, this is by far probably my favorite setup that I've done so far, mainly because of the steel cage. I think this makes it look badass. But let me know in the comment section down below what setup was your favorite. Was it either Mankind versus Sandman? Was it Evan Bourne versus Seth Rollins? Was it John Cena facing off with the final boss, The Rock? Was it Jey Uso against Roman Reigns? Was it Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens? Was it the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa? Or was it Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk? But overall, guys, that's gonna do for today's video. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's setup because I know I did. Do not forget that once we hit 10,000 subscribers that we are gonna be doing a massive giveaway involving 5 winners. Do not forget that on November 1st, we are also gonna be doing another giveaway announcement. And as I mentioned earlier, let me know in the comment section down below how many of you guys are gonna be attending WrestleMania 41. But other than that, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a blessed day, and I will see you guys in the next one.